So everybody have been speaking about COVID-19, and we've been purposefully not just broadcasting the statistics and all the hullabaloo about COVID-19. And as communicators, as health communicators, as communicators that understand the development psyche of humans, we've been watching and observing how this whole pandemic has been unfolding. Behind the scenes, we've been working tremendously with our customers, and a lot of our customers have been taking our advice. And what was really important for me as a communicator, with both my corporate and my development background, was that we really just take a moment and pause and think around what do we want to achieve in this time. And not just do panic communication, but really do thoughtful communication that will enable our culture and our business and our people to cope. So there's been a lot said in this process around the mental health of our workers and ourselves. And from my perspective, the easy part of communicating about COVID-19 or any pandemic is the scientific part. It's the numbers, it's the tip of the iceberg part, the stuff that we can see. The challenging part that we've been doing with our clients is the below the surface things. It is the struggles that are real, the things that people don't talk about because we have a society where we have to be proud, where we don't bring ourselves and our social issues to work. We leave that at home. And from a human perspective, the advice that I've been giving and my clients have been taking up is, in this time, if you really show that you care and you do the stuff that are caring, if you really lean into the people in your organization and you provide them with real support. And real support looks like this. Real support doesn't look like a poster that says, phone a counselor and speak about your emotions. Real support means, here I am today, I'm your leader, and here is the counselor, she's on site today. And she's going to be here all day long. Whether one person or all of you talk to her, we don't care. But we want you to know, I've had a conversation with her because this is tough for me and I had to clear my own mind and my emotions. And she's available here today for you at any time to book a day appointment today. Speak to her for half an hour and see how you feel. Make things real. Communication, as I've said before, is not about what you put out on a poster or an SMS. We don't change people's behavior by sending them messages. We change people's behavior by having sensible conversation, by explaining and listening. So show up. The biggest thing that I have not seen happening in organizations is, as we were social distancing, we were broadcasting more, and we stopped showing up. Showing up can happen through technology, but showing up means that we follow social distancing with our masks, but we look each other in the eye. We keep our distance, but we connect. Because that is what the biggest, we've done research in all our client base, and the biggest thing that people are missing are connection. When we ask them, what do you need? They say, I need to see that my manager is also balancing all of these things, and how does he or she does it? So tell me a story. Be real. That is how you need to show up in your COVID-19 communication. Don't just broadcast. I had a meeting yesterday with the CEO of a very large client of mine. And the first thing he said as he came onto the Zoom call was, oh my goodness, it's so nice to see a smiling face. You have your camera on. You look like you would have looked if you are in a meeting with me. And I'm going to turn on my camera and we can see each other. And it's so important that when we use technology in this time, that we do still show up in our full human beings. We have worked long and hard to make communication a management science or economic science. And this COVID-19 time has just reminded me of this core truth that I want to leave with you today. Communication is a human science. We are humans going through this pandemic. And you need to show up in authentic human connection and human communication. So yes, let technology enable that. But please show up as a human and provide your people with real support for connectedness. Read up a little bit around the many information that's available about mental health in pandemics. Look after their children and your children. Teenagers specifically are struggling. Teenagers find their identity or express their identity through 3 things that has been taken away. The first is through group. They are not in a group at the moment. The second is through experimenting, through doing crazy stuff. They can't. They're cooped up with their parents 24/7. And the third is in authority, where you start going out on your own and find things and make decisions for yourself. So you can do very real things for your staff when you start to understand the humanness and how to cross that threshold. And stop being afraid of showing your face and showing up, because that is what is required in a time like this. You can do that. And I wish you safety and health, but above all, I wish that you connect in a time where connection is more important than anything else.